Hello sister, so I'm kind of tired, so I'm going to try and do this fairly quickly because my battery's dying and I want to go to sleep and it's late and it's technically your day already because I didn't get home till like 11 or something. Thursdays are long. Anyways, so I watched your video and I found it really interesting and there's a lot about it that I want to talk about, and also I'm looking forward to your video tomorrow, Friday, because I want to hear about what you were planning to talk about. But I did want to address one thing that you mentioned that I think is relevant to both of us, and that's that if you look on the side of our YouTube page, I have a person listed. I think his name is Mark. I know that his username on YouTube is Everybody Has a Brain, and he's someone who talks about a lot about recovery from OCD and recovery habits and things you can do to help make your life better, and help get better from this particular type of mental illness, OCD and obsessive compulsive disorder, and which are the same thing. Sorry, and generalized anxiety disorder and otherwise disordered thinking and habits like that. So one of the things in one of his videos, he mentions that a recent study was done that talks about obsessions and compulsions, and it suggests that compulsions can precede obsessions, which is interesting because, and it's not that you would have the compulsion and then you would form an obsession around it completely by itself and randomly. It's the idea that if you are already predisposed towards that type of thinking, then building compulsive behaviors can lead to obsessive thought patterns. So what I found this really interesting for is that what it means for people like me and you is that we can do what would otherwise be considered really normal behaviors, like for you talking about going jogging, but because of the way that our thought patterns work is that if we've associated it with something that's disordered thinking, we might not be able to get out of that thought pattern related around it. It might make it so that even if we're on the road towards recovery, when we perform that action, we might find ourselves falling back into that particular thought pattern because, as the saying goes, the neurons that fire together wire together. So you've got this particular body action that you have been doing in association with this particular thought pattern, and so even if you take away the obsessive thinking, when you go and do the particular performance that was going along with that, you might go back into that kind of thinking, or develop that kind of thinking, according to the study. I don't know, you'll have to go and find it for the particulars. I'm too tired to go and look at it up. But I've found this to be true for me because even as I'm working on cutting out compulsions, which is something that I've been doing haphazardly because it's hard, even though I've been working on cutting them out, if I do those particular behaviors related to certain things that I don't particularly think are compulsions, that I don't like, oh, you're not associated with an obsessive thought, it can still put me back into that kind of mindset. So it can be something as simple as like checking the door locks before I go to bed. Well, oh, did I really check it? Oh, I'll check it again. And just by doing that particular kind of behavior multiple times, even though it's not particularly one of my bigger compulsions, I start to find myself having more obsessive thoughts that don't relate to the door. They're just obsessive thoughts relating to other things. But at the same time, like, okay, so which was it? Did the obsessive thought cause me to start having more compulsions in general, or did my giving in to these compulsions in general start to generate more obsessive thought? It's kind of the chicken and the egg thing, I think. You can't really have an answer because they're both part of disordered thinking. Anyways, I'm really tired, and I have a lot more to say on that. That's a lot more cohesive and backed by studies and bringing up all kinds of other things, and probably in better lighting, maybe with better hair. But I'm really tired. I did work today, and I did school all day and a lot of homework, so I'm gonna probably go to bed soon. Anyways, I look forward to seeing your video today. I hope you have a really nice day, and I love you a lot, and I know that Thursday's your day off, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you later, and I hope to see you soon, okay? Bye. Bye.